Hello and welcome to episode number 23 of my journey through Gran Turismo. So we're going to move on to menu book number 34, I think. Yes, which is the AMG collection. So as usual, I think we'll have 3 races to do. Obviously, unlock a car in each. So we've got a race at Catalunya and a race at Nürburgring, and then another race in France, which I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of that track. So we'll start at Catalunya, and the regulations are a car from Germany and performance points of 700 or less. So currently the best one we've got is the Porsche 911, which is currently at 618 performance points. So I think we'll just leave that as it is, and just see how we get on. Obviously we do have the option to make upgrades if needed. Yeah, so we've got 7 laps for this one. And we've started probably about 30 seconds behind the leader. So yeah, obviously we have used this car before. We know it's a bit twitchy on the handling, so just have to try and be extra careful. It is the layout with the chicanes, which I did actually forget to check before. And with having the cars around us, it was a bit awkward to see that we needed to start going right before I were expecting to. But yeah, so we are already within 12 seconds of the leader, and we've only done just over a lap. So although the performance points are lower than they can be, it does appear that this car is more than quick enough. So yeah, just managed to get into second at the end of lap 2, and we're only a second and a half behind the leader. So yeah, that gives us the lead now. So it should be nice and simple from here. Obviously there's no real need for this race to be as long as it is, but I'll just keep ticking the laps off now. A little bit wide there, but nothing too costly. But yeah, just concentrate on not making any mistakes, or any major mistakes at least, which I almost did then. Yeah, it does make these races feel extremely long when you get into the lead so early, and then you've sort of got nothing to aim at. Just got to try and keep your lines consistent. And as I say, just try to not make any major mistakes. Which is sometimes easier said than done, but I don't know why I downshifted in second then. I lost way too much speed from doing it, and it completely unsettled the car. Decided I'd see if I could gain anything from running over that first curb as well, and it just tried throwing the car out to the left hand side, so won't be doing that again. But always good to just try new things every now and then if you're in a position where you can. Like obviously if you can afford to lose a little bit of time. So there is actually a car that's now gotten into second position that's faster than us. Obviously, luckily we've already got a nice gap. Yeah, on to the last lap, over 10 seconds in front. Broke way too late for that one. But yeah, so that's race one completed. So yeah, it was the AMG Black Series that we up into second and going extremely quickly. So that's unlocked as the AMG GTS 15. Which I may actually swap to for this second race and just have a see if that's any better on the handling side of things. So we'll head over to France for race 2. So yeah, so that's on sports hard, so let's buy some sports softs, swap that onto the softs, and yeah, we'll have a go with this. So it's just 4 laps this time. And yeah, it definitely handles a lot better. Does like to push the back end out, exiting the corners though, so we do just have to watch out for that and make sure we don't end up in a spin. That's the AMG just in front that we're going to have to watch out for again. But luckily he's been held up by the other AI cars. And now he's trying to take me out. Yeah, I'm expecting that to absolutely fly down this straight. So we'll just have to keep an eye on the mirrors. Yeah, so I did get closer, but not close enough. Well, so I don't know what the Porsche was planning on doing there. So we'd gone for a move around the outside, and he just decided to slam into the side of the car that was between me and him. Just sent me flying into the barrier. So the AMG has gotten into the lead now, which could be a problem. So yeah, we're obviously still catching through the corners a little bit, but as soon as we get to the straights we're losing a lot of time. So unfortunately, with the AI completely taking us out, we're going to have to settle for second here. So yeah, we did manage to get within 5 seconds, but just not quite enough. So we'll have to just go in and redo that one, and hope we can avoid getting taken out. But that does unlock us the second car. And obviously, if you're not overly bothered about winning every race, then that does allow you to just move on to the third race. But yeah, I'm just gonna redo this one. So yeah, obviously, as we know, it's just a case of getting in front of the AMG Black Series and trying to pull a gap from that car whilst they're still getting held up by the other AI cars. So yeah, it's just at the front of this group of cars in front. Which this isn't really the place I wanted to be catching them, but we've managed to just squeeze up the inside, not lose too much time. And just now hope that he gets held up by this Porsche a little bit. She has done, so just sneak round and then just try and get a few cars in between us. Hope that he starts getting held up a bit by the cars that we've got between us now. And I think actually over the course of a lap we were slightly faster. So as long as we can stay in front, then it shouldn't be a problem. Although doing things like that doesn't help. So he's getting through almost as fast as we are. So yeah, he's just got up to second. So it's just now a case of gaining as much time as we can through the corners, because obviously he's extremely quick down the straights, and it really doesn't help when I keep messing that corner up. And then I've just pushed too hard round there, pushed me wide, which means I'm going to lose more time down this straight. But hopefully can get back up to him through this next set of corners. And hopefully make a pass and then just keep him behind us on the last lap. So he appears to have decided he wants to be quicker this time. Which really isn't helpful. Yeah, it's just ridiculous how quick that car is. Down these straights. But yeah, it's going to be close. But we know he's going to break through this next corner here, whereas we just have to lift slightly. And again, I've made another mistake, which has cost me the chance. Yeah, it's obviously doable in this car. It's just I keep making, well, I've made two pretty big mistakes that have cost it. So yeah, these races obviously are becoming more difficult now, which is good. They are on obviously the hardest difficulty. So if you are really struggling, then you can obviously turn that down. But just you just basically can't make any mistakes. So yeah, I'll leave that one there. I'll go back in my own time and finish that one. Since, like I say, obviously we don't actually need the first position to get the win. And then this moves us on to race number 3, which is the Nordschleife. And I'm guessing this is going to be wet, so this isn't going to be a right lot of fun either. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. It's actually looking dry to start off with. But yeah, so as you can see, I've just flicked over to the weather radar, and there is some rain somewhere. Hopefully it's not coming this way, but I swear that car in front just jumped. Might have been my eyes. So yeah, the rain does appear to be moving the opposite way. So yeah, obviously, again, the main thing is getting through the AI cars as quick as we can. Without losing too much time. It doesn't look like the overpowered Merc's in this one. So yeah, looked like I was just going to run straight into the back of him through the middle of the corner there, so decided the better option was to run wide and luckily didn't spin on the grass. Bit of a drop there that can send the car sideways if you hit it wrong. So just decided it were probably best to back off a little bit. Again there's a bit of a change in the track, which does push you over to the right hand side and can obviously make the back end come round like it just did. But yeah, luckily obviously we've got a comfortable enough gap. And the other bit of rain that did appear has passed. So yeah, just have to be extra careful through this last sector. Which I say and then still don't really do. But we did get through there just about, and yeah, so that's race number 3 done, and that's the third and final car unlocked. Did just think as well for race 2, if you are still struggling and want to make it even easier, you should be able to fit racing softs and still be under the performance points, so yeah, that's obviously another option just to get you through it a bit faster if you do keep having little errors that are obviously just costing you getting the win. So like I say, I'm not going to bother covering it in this video, but I will go back in and get it done once I've finished this, just because I like to make sure I've got the first position. So yeah, I mean the first race obviously, well, first attempt wasn't my fault, the second one was, just made a couple of silly mistakes, so yeah, can't really complain too much. And like I said, I know it is possible, so yeah, I probably will stick the racing softs on just to get it done that bit easier. It just obviously saves me having to worry about possibly making another mistake and then having to do it again after that. So yeah, so that moves us on to menu book number 35, which is the Nissan GTR collection. So obviously I'll be covering that next time. So that's everything for this episode. So thank you again for watching, and bye for now.